Hello.
Hi. Hello,
I'll
everyone.
make sure that we're actually starting. We might be. I think we are, but I always double check because one time I thought that I had started, and it is not. It is. It is. Hold on. One time I had thought I had started, and I had hit start recording, and it completely just recorded me for 5 minutes talking to myself, and I was nowhere.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so funny. It told me you're live. I got a notification.
We are live.
Streaming
it is true.
Okay.
It is true.
Yay.
Yay, we are here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Stream SMA with us. I'm going to move this over here so that I'm not looking away at random places. Hello.
Thank you all for joining us.
Oh, for joining us, yes. Welcome. I think do I keep freezing?
No, not for me.
Perfect. Okay. Hello, welcome to me and my crappy camera. And oh my god, hi hamster. Hello, welcome. And this is Azalea. And Azalea, would love to tell.
Hello, everyone.
Can you tell us a little bit about why we're here today?
Yes, I can. My good friend Athena, she decided to help me today with a little fundraiser I'm doing called Stream Away SMA. And SMA is a disease that I have called spinal muscular atrophy. And it's a neuromuscular condition which causes degeneration over time. And we're fundraising because it's something super important to me, something super important for all my friends, as they've grown to know me and see what my life was like with SMA. So we're fundraising to continue supporting families and adults with SMA in the many ways that Cure SMA does. So that's why we're here.
We're here. We're gonna have fun.
Yay! Yep.
Yay! And my laptop can totally not handle camera and a game, so you're stuck with just my face. That's the entertainment today. You're welcome.
Just us.
Just us. Although I'm not near as gorgeous as Azalea, but I am so glad to be here for her and support her in every way
beautiful,
that I possibly can.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so excited. And I'm super nervous.
I'll let you take the lead now.
Take the lead? Oh my god, about what? Yeah. As I'm nervous, I'll just nervous fidget for eternity.
It's your show, girl.
It's my show. My goodness gracious. So I haven't known Azalea very long, but I love her so much, and it made me super excited. Like literally, I screamed so loud when you asked me if I could do this for you, and I've been counting down days and so excited, and I was like, I can't believe she picked me to do this. So I'm really excited, and I want to just have some fun. No idea what I'm just going off the cuff here. We're doing it live. It's fine. My cat was here, and then he went away, and I'm hoping he comes back at some point. Hi, Leeks. Hello.
Hi,
welcome.
Leeks. Hello.
Hi.
As Rennie says,
Rika, fine. I'll just for you. Whoa. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
You like my blue wall? Thank you. When I moved in, they let me pick whatever color I want. What is that noise? Oh, Azalea went away. Hi.
Oh, did I go away?
You went away. Oh. You're back. Oh, there's a noise. I didn't know. What is that fucking... There's a noise. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know.
Like what?
It's like... I can't... It might be my camera. My computer is very slow. It might be me, hamster. No, there's this noise. I cannot make noises or sound effects, but it's like... I can't make noises. So this is going to be a disaster. It's like, shoo. That's my best impersonation of the noise that just went through my headphones for no reason. I have no idea. It went through 3 times. I don't know why. I don't know. I've never used Twitch Studio before. So
it's your cats. Just say it's your cats.
So Sleepy heard it too. So it's not just me. I'm not crazy. Well, I mean,
oh, okay.
We all know I'm a little crazy.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm just gonna take the noise as a celebration of why we're here today in Azalea. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm using a new program. I don't know what's happening. Hi, Raxar.
Hi.
Everybody's here. Yeah, you guys crazy. Yeah, Leaks. I know. We're the absolute craziest. Absolutely. But you love us, I think. Everyone loves Azalea.
We love you.
We love you. Love Leaks. We do. Yeah. We love us Leaks.
Yeah. We do.
Leaks is fantastic in every way.
Well, this is your podcast, Athena.
Oh my
Let's
god.
get to it.
A podcast. Okay. Hi. I'm gonna I only know how to nervous fidget. It's fine. So what exactly are you guys like? One of your big goals is, clearly your big goal is to cure SMA, but like that's the big one. But what are you guys like working on right now?
Other goals we're working on as a community, I would say, is research for treatments specifically targeted for adults like me who've already developed SMA over all this time. So something that would kind of like reverse symptoms for us a little bit, if that makes sense, since our condition does get worse over time. Maybe a treatment that would kind of like reverse the effects of SMA to relieve, fatigue, loss of strength, loss of, all the abilities we lose due to the nature of this disease.
Oh my god. One of the things you were talking about the other day on the stream, I absolutely love that story. I kind of want you to tell it again. The one where you were going to risk it all for Ratatouille. That story, I was howling, laughing, but it's also such a good testament to you and how amazing you are and how tough you are and just overall amazing.
Okay, I'd be happy to tell that story again. So we meet every summer for a conference, SMA conference, and conference rotates every year. So they'll go East Coast, Mid, West Coast. And last year we went to East Coast, which is always in Disney World. And they gave us one day at the park, which is great. To just hang out as like all of us together. It's a giant group. And this year we got Epcot. And at Epcot there's a Ratatouille ride that I'd never been on before. So I was with my best friend Lacey, and I'm like, let's get in the line for Ratatouille. Big mistake off the bat. The line was incredibly long. It said like maybe a 2-hour wait. We ended up waiting 4 hours in the line for Ratatouille. And like minutes before getting on the ride, because okay, let me explain a little bit why we waited so long. The ride only has one accessible, I guess, car. Everyone sits in the car and the ride takes you around. There's only one that's wheelchair accessible. And obviously there were thousands of disabled people present at the park that day. And only having one cart available is probably the dumbest thing you could do. But anyways, that's why we took so long to get on. And then minutes before I get on the ride, my ventilator dies. My ventilator is something that gives me breathing support throughout the day. And at that time, I used it 24/7. Nobody charged it the night before because we were partying, I guess, and everyone forgot. Azalea needs her breathing machine. And I was like, you know what? I made it throughout the whole day. I've been here for 4 hours. I'm getting on this goddamn ride. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Let's just take the ventilator off because I could tolerate at that time maybe like 2-4 hours at most. So I was like, when I get tired, we'll just go back to the hotel. But right now, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm getting on the ride. And so we turned it off, we put it away, and we got on the ride, which was like maybe 7 minutes max from beginning to end. Which is silly to think about. But I love Disney and everything about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep partying. This is my evening at the park. I ended up not needing my ventilator for 6 hours that day until we went back to the hotel. And I laid down and I put it back on. And my family was so pumped. They were like, you know what? Let's try it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day, just to see how you do. And ever since then, I've been off the vent all day for average 12 hours, sometimes more, sometimes less, but I can comfortably be off of it for the entirety of my day, which is super awesome.
That's so exciting. That story cracked me up when you told it the other day. I was like, that is such an... I'm fucking riding this ride. I swear.
Yeah.
My grandma, she has like late stage COPD, and so when she got COVID, she was in the... Oh, hi, thank you. Hi. There was the noise again. It's cheering for Azalea, obviously. Yay! But they wanted to put her on a vent when she got COVID, and my grandma was like, no. She was like, I am not having. And the nurse had called me and was like, your grandmother is very stubborn. Like, we need to talk her. I was like, dude, if she's still fighting it, she's got fight in her and she's got spunk. Just let her be.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, hi, Erin and Rennie.
Hi, guys.
And Vanitas, thanks for the follow. Hi. We're here to celebrate Azalea and raise money for Cure SMA. Hi.
Yay.
One time only, y'all will get to see me. Hello. No, but you were...
Donate some money for Athena.
Donate some money. Woo! We're here for money. Welcome. My face. Gang is all here. Hi. Yes, welcome.
Hi.
My cat was here, but he disappeared. I don't know why. He got stage fright for some reason. Normally, he's all up in my business.
He got spooked. He's like, no, I'm out.
He got to meet Azalea, though, so everyone be jealous. She met my always grumpy cat, Axel, who's I don't know where, somewhere.
He'll come back.
He'll come back. I even put the cat trees right there. They'll come back in time. I'm sure. Or they're napping, because I did just feed them. And once he eats, he goes down for a very long time. And it's really a whole mood, honestly. I still can't believe some people like that the rides at Disney and stuff are like 4 hours. Waits. Like, I remember Cedar Point in Ohio. I waited like 3 hours for their new drag race, and it was a 8-second ride. Because it literally just launches you, and you go like really fast, and then it's just done. That was all it was. It was just a really quick up and down, really fast, and sometimes the car doesn't even go the whole way over because they like tested the limit of how high they could do the thing. So sometimes it just comes back down. I remember I was in high school, when we went there, and my friend wanted me to wait with them to go on the front seat, so we waited 5 hours for that fucking ride. And we get there, and as soon as we sit down in the front seat, my friend is like, I'm scared, I'm not going. And she leaves me alone in the front seat of this car, and it opens out and it slides you like on the track out into what is like a grandstand because you're on the drag racer, right? And there's my senior class eating their lunch, and they're like, "Oh my god, Athena's in the front!" And I was like, "Oh god!" And like it launched you so fast, like your face is like back here, and you're like, "Ah!" And you're like, I come down, there are tears down my face from how hard the wind was on my face, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, and I was like, oh, God, no.
That's crazy.
I think that's the longest I ever waited for a ride, though.
Mm.
I don't think Disney had Ratatouille when I was there. You're talking the one in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think that was.
new. It's newer. Yeah.
I went, oh my God, when did I go? Now I'm going to feel old. I am old. Fun fact. The last time I went to Disney was. I was in high school. So, like, that was a hot minute ago. 15, 14 years ago. I think I went my senior year. So, 14 years. Jesus. 14 years ago, was the last time I went. So, I don't think it was there when I was there.
Oh, no. I think it was, I'm not really sure when it was built, but it's recent. It's new. And then, like, the thing about rides at Disney's very accessible. It's like the most accessible theme park, I would say. But even still, for Ratatouille to only have one accessible cart, meaning one cart that I can roll into in my wheelchair, is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of crappy.
Like, even if they don't use it in the regular rotation, they could have built more and just kept it in the back off of the cycle, you know?
Right.
And then if you have more customers in wheelchairs that day, you just pull them out, you know what I mean? Because everything's on the magnetic track.
Right.
So it's not like it physically costs them anything to just shuffle it into the cycle.
No, you're right on that. Because most
they're
of those,
$1 billion company, so
yeah, they're probably pushing $1 trillion here soon with everything that they own.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
those kind of rides, they normally have 2 or 3 backup whatever just sitting in the back. Like it really, and even if they kept it in regular rotation, like it still seats. Like if they don't have anyone with a wheelchair that day, someone else could probably sit there.
yeah. They get to see the regular person.
Yeah. I mean, you are a regular person.
Able-bodied person.
There we
sorry.
go. I was gonna say you're a regular person for sure, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Of course, yeah. I just have to like use certain terms sometimes for people because they don't get it. Because I'm a regular person. They're like, "What? You? But you have wheels."
Why would someone not think you're a regular person?
It's witchcraft, obviously.
It's witchcraft. Well, like I've never understood that mindset. Like, just because somebody can't do something doesn't make them not a person.
I want to ask you something. Have you ever met more than 3 disabled people in your life?
Yes, I used to work at a summer camp that we had disabled disabled weeks and things.
Okay, you get a pass then.
I get a pass.
Yeah, some people have like never even conceived of a person in a wheelchair.
Well,
which is crazy.
And like when I used to dance, we used to go to some of the nursing homes and places like that, assisted living communities, and we used to take shows to them. So we met a lot of people there that had unique needs. Plus, I was in nursing school, so I've met my fair share.
You have experience.
Some, not a lot, not as much as I probably should, but I know and am aware, but not as knowledgeable as I probably should be. if I'm going to be honest, because I'm always honest. But I never see people as not people.
That's true. That's true. I think it's crazy. Like growing up, I never felt like I was different, right? Because I'm not.
Right.
But like everyone in my system at the time, from ages 0 to 18, was extremely supportive, extremely loving, extremely accepting. And then all of a sudden, I'm in senior year of high school and I want to start dating, I guess. I met someone online that was local and who was also disabled. And I was like, oh, wow, great. We get to like understand each other better, right? That's what I thought. Silly me, naive me. We met up one time at like Barnes and Noble just to like see each other in person, to see if we were gonna like move forward with dating. This kid texts me 3 days later. He goes, "My parents don't want me to date you," and I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because you're disabled and you're likely to die sooner."
Wasn't he disabled too?
Yes.
What? Okay, not that that's the point that I should fixate on in this whole scenario, because the whole thing is like one big red flag. But like,
yeah,
the pot calling the kettle black is like,
crazy.
I'm like, what? Just all around
It was
what?
insane. Yeah. Now I can laugh about it. I think it's hilarious. But at the time, it was super jarring for me because
I'm sure.
I never had anyone tell me, no, I don't want you in my life specifically because you're disabled. That was like the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I can't believe someone would say that. I mean this with absolutely zero kindness. Fuck that guy. Absolutely and utterly.
Yeah, it was really insane. And it took me a while to kind of like assimilate that ableism was real. I didn't even know what ableism was. I didn't even get it until I was an adult. And I was like, oh, this is ableism. And it's really ugly.
It can be, yeah, for sure. And like the thing with me is like, why? Like, I don't understand why people judge people on things that they literally can't help. Like that's just, it's just a fact.
Have no control over.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was super like difficult to wrap my head around it because like even as a person with a disability, I did all the things. I went to school, I went to college, I competed in academics, I go on boats, I go to the beach, I have fun, I go to concerts.
Hell, you do more than I do. I don't know.
I travel, I go on airplanes. I was just like, what the fuck are you saying to me right now?
Well, I see all the things you do, and I'm like, my God, she does way more than I do. Like, hi, Rennie. Hi.
Hi, Rennie.
No, that's absolute bullshit, and I don't have nice words to say.
And it was messed up because that kid, he went to the same university as me later. I swear to God, every time I saw him, I wanted to fucking run him over.
You go, girl. You go. I feel that. I would want to too. Like that's a horrible way to treat a human. And like, what's even worse about it is the fact that like he also has a disability. So like he's also kind of dissing himself.
Yeah. And for me, it's something that like I'm always talking about in my advocacy, not only against ableism, which I guess is like the overarching umbrella issue, even deeper than that, there's a lot of ableism within our own community, which is the saddest part. And I see it all the time. And I saw it from that guy specifically when I was 18. I was like, how can you, who are similar to me, discriminate me? Like, that's so wild, you know?
That is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrong though, and he missed out on a queen.
Oh yeah, of course.
Obviously, I mean, look at you.
That was 10 years ago.
You're
11 years ago.
you're out of everybody's league, girl.
Oh,
Not
thank
even
you.
close. No contest.
Yeah, but it's just stuff like that that, you know, happens to me over the years. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I do advocacy for. This is what I do awareness stuff for. So we can stop saying stupid shit like that
Right?
to other people.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I'm just built different. As some people would say.
Mm-hmm.
I
Built
never.
different.
I'm built different. Hello. I never in my life can find it in me to judge somebody for something that they can't control. Like that's not their fault. If someone's an asshole, I'm going to judge you on that because you can control that. You can't
Absolutely,
control
yeah.
disability or height or skin color, anything like that. You can't control. Why are we treating people differently for not what they are, that's a terrible word, who they are and the things that they can't control. Like, those people anger me. My blood boils so much. One of my best friends is disabled. Not like she's not quite in a wheelchair yet, but she probably is going to be getting there at some point. She has Ehlers-Danlos, and her cartilage is all degenerating away.
Yeah.
Like now she has to wear braces on all of her knuckles, and she can't even like lift 5 pounds anymore. She has a 5-pound weight limit, and she's like, great, now I can't fucking lift my cats because they're fat. But like I've been her friend since middle school, and like the different ways people have treated her since she started to degenerate a little bit is absolutely horrible. I don't understand it. And I'm like, she's still my friend. Like she's still that person. She just can't like carry things anymore. It doesn't change who she is.
Yeah, and I've seen that unfortunately a lot in people, like you said, that become disabled over time, but weren't before. All of a sudden, the people around them change the way they perceive them for some reason. And I think that's so much like, again, I'm going to say ableism so many times during tonight's thing, but it's the idea, it's the concept that an able body is more valuable than a disabled body. And that's such a mistake because a disabled body can offer the same things as anyone else. It just looks a little bit different sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It angers me because I'm like, she's still the person I've known since I was 12, which is the only friend that I have from back in those days, you know? So that's saying how good of a person she is, because I kept her around. And like, she went from having all of those friends to having me that calls her regularly.
That's wild.
And thank God she has a husband that loves her to death. But like, she can't work. She's like, I just sit at home all day with the cats doing nothing because I can't, and everyone has quit talking to me. And I'm like, why? I don't understand. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it really is. It's sad. I think disability is so complex and like it can literally happen to anybody at any time. And I don't think society really like understands that. They're just like there's I follow some bigger, I guess, kind of like influencers in the SMA community. Their names are Shane and Hannah. They're a couple. Shane has SMA, Hannah does not. They're pretty big on YouTube. They get the most hateful comments on there sometimes about, oh, like towards Hannah, like, oh, you're just with Shane for the money, you're just with Shane, like, for the government help, this or that. And I'm like, dude, the government doesn't even help us with shit. We're not like balling over here off of government money. We're barely making it by. And second of all, a lot of comments are like, "Oh, well, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going towards the disabled." Bro, if you live long enough to be old, you're gonna end up with some kind of disability. You
Right.
know?
Everyone gets it eventually. Everyone gets something
Mhm.
eventually. Like our bodies wear
Mhm.
out, they die. Like,
Mhm.
oh hi Bobby. I'm
Hi,
Azalea's
Bobby.
#1 fan, not you. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm throwing shade. But no, that you're exactly right. Like at any point in time, anything can happen to anybody.
Mhm.
And it all catches up to us eventually.
Mhm.
It's just I just don't get it.
At some point or another, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like sad, obviously, but at any point, anyone could have an accident and be paralyzed.
Well, yeah, like no lie. Yesterday I was down at the Walmart and
Mhm.
I pulled out of the parking lot and this lady pulled right, almost smashed my entire side of my car in because she just gassed it through a red light. And I like had to slam the brakes and
Yeah.
slide. And I was like, that like
Mhm.
one moment like that. What a bitch, though. I
Yeah.
actually beat my horn. I never beat my horn. I was pissed.
Mhm.
I was like, what the but like it takes one moment for your life to change forever. And like
Mhm.
it doesn't make you less of a
Mhm.
person or less of a
Mhm.
valuable member of society.
Mhm. Exactly. And I think people have a really difficult time understanding that.
Right. But Azalea is way better than most people I've ever met. You do so much. You do so many things that I don't even realize. But the more I've been listening to you this week, because I'm
Mhm.
stalking your streams, um, you do so much and you do so much good for everyone and everything around you. You're just honestly one of the most amazing people I have ever met.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
You are.
Um, I could share another story if you want.
Sure.
Um, okay, so last year at conference, when we were at Disney, I hosted my first ever panel. Finally, I've been part of the community since like 2017, and I was begging for my own panel forever, and I finally got it. And I made it about dating with a disability because obviously I've had my own experiences, good or bad, but if I could really focus on one moment in my life where I was like, okay, we need to start talking about this, was a few years back. I was at conference, probably my first one, I think, and there was a panel for um, people with SMA that were in relationships, I guess. And I had my partner at the time, my ex, and we went to this panel. It was like a round table kind of thing. Everyone's sharing their story. And this one girl goes, she had SMA too, of course. She goes, on my Tinder profile, I crop out my wheelchair. I don't post pictures of myself in my wheelchair. And I ended up meeting someone, um, and we agreed to meet at like Starbucks. Um, but that person never arrived. I waited for like an hour, 2 hours, and that person never arrived. They texted me later saying, "Oh, I saw you through the window, and I saw that you were in a wheelchair, and I can't cope with that." And I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like, first of all, horrible that that happened to her. I hate that that happened to her. It broke my heart. But most importantly, it broke my heart that she felt that it was necessary to obscure a part of herself. And I think that was like the most devastating thing I've heard because I'm like, you need to love this and every other part of you. And by not being honest about it to whoever you meet, you're not being true to yourself and you're also lying to other people. So after that, I was like, you know what? We need a panel on 101 how to date with a disability because I'm not letting any of you bitches crap out your wheelchair again. That's insane.
I think that's the quote for the t-shirt. You bitches
Yeah.
aren't cropping out your wheelchair. That's a
Yeah.
perfect quote. I love it.
Yeah. The only thing you're cropping is the top.
Did you say the only thing we're cropping is our top?
Yeah.
Yes, crop top society. I can't wear crop tops though.
Yes, you can. Who says you can't?
The Big Titty Committee says that we do not wear crop tops because that's
fair,
just
that's
a
fair.
horrible time.
That's valid. That's valid.
So, talk to me about dating 101 with a disability.
The
Besides
panel
cropping your
was
wheelchair.
yeah. Don't do that. That was one of my things. Don't crop out your wheelchair. No. Um. Basically, what we set up. They paired me with my awesome friend Mikey to kind of have like a male and a female perspective during the panel. And what we decided to do was just a very brief little slideshow where we discussed like obvious insecurities one can encounter when you date with a disability. Obviously, we get concerned about like, what if I need help? What if I'm too disabled, which is a crazy concept? Um, what if they don't know how to handle my needs as a disabled person? Um, we kind of went over all those sensitive subjects. And then we said, you know what, despite all these thoughts, which are valid in some way, because if they are a concern for you, at some point they're going to be a concern for someone else. But despite all these things that may come up, good or bad, in your dating disabled life, you're still worthy, you're still valuable, and you're capable of being loved. And we really hit a home run on that, and that was like the biggest message of the day. And then after that, we kind of just opened it up for everyone to ask questions, discuss, talk, share stories. Um, just like, for example, I know some girls with SMA, um, they like can't project their voice, right? Just an example, because their muscles are so weak, they have a very soft voice, kind of like myself, but I think I can communicate pretty well for the most part. Um, but they'll be like, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable going somewhere loud. I just want to have like one-on-one time where it's quiet and we can get to know each other and they can hear me." So when we get questions like that, I'm like, perfect, stop right there. Have you communicated this with the person that you're going to go out on a date with? Have you told them this? And they're like, well, I wasn't sure if I should. No, pause. The first thing you gotta do before going anywhere with anybody, just be honest. Just tell them, look, I have this. These are my needs. Are you okay with that? If yes, proceed. If no, why? You know?
Right. Well, I mean, I
So
have the
that's like,
same, like, I have some hearing loss, right? So, like, I am the same way. I'm like, can we not go somewhere loud? Like, because I won't be able to hear shit. Like, I even leave VCs when too many people are in there because I can't hear. And like, there's nothing wrong with being like, hey, here's what I need. That's good advice for everybody, everywhere. Communicate your needs always.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that since in the community we experience ableism, I think some more than others. For me, I'm a little bit luckier. I haven't had too many traumatizing experiences. But a lot of girls out there, unfortunately, they're finding guys that are just, you know, not accepting of them as they are, or mistreating them, or whatever, and they need to know that they don't have to tolerate that either. There's going to be someone out there eventually that is going to love them for every part,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with that. I always tell people, I'm like,
Yeah.
so like some of my friends that are in relationships and they're like, it's kind of nice sometimes. I'm like, you deserve more than kind of nice sometimes. And I'll say that to everyone in every community ever. If they don't bring more to your life to elevate it, you deserve more than that because you love yourself first and foremost and love the life that you have. And whoever you bring with you is here to elevate that. And if they don't elevate that and they bring it, it's kind of nice sometimes, you're going to find someone better.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. That's why I'm going to die alone.
We're not going to die alone, girl. God. Jesus Christ.
It's okay.
You've told me that so many times.
It's okay. It's okay. I have the cats. Well, they were here. They've disappeared. The first time I turned on my camera, excited to show everyone my cats, they're gone. It's like tumbleweeds in my apartment right now. I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess we could take any Q&A right now.
Yeah, if anyone has anything they want to ask or talk about, let us know. We are here. Cats. Hi, Raxar. Sora's
I'm an open book.
Sora's normally not camera shy. That's the thing. I'm just like, what is he doing? So, can you tell us a little bit about SMA for those that don't know?
Sure. I love getting scientific about SMA.
As a scientist myself, I appreciate science.
Yeah, of course. You should follow along well because you're a scientist. SMA, in essence, is a recessive gene. So it's required in order to get it, both parents need to have the gene for SMA. And then when both parents have it present, there's a 25% chance that the child could inherit the symptoms of SMA. Just having the gene itself doesn't mean that you show symptoms. So both parents need to have it. And when you have a child with SMA, depending on the age of onset, it determines the severity of SMA. And what that means is in SMA, we have a mutated gene, which is the SMN1 gene. And the SMN1 gene is responsible for making a protein that goes to our bodies. And it's distributed through the spinal fluid. So the lack of this protein makes the muscles weak. It's it makes the muscle pretty much die over time. And so you see loss of ability in the extremities first, like the hands, the feet. Um, you also see things like weakened respiratory systems. You see scoliosis a lot. Um, you see inability to walk, obviously, inability to crawl. So I think doctors really, if your child isn't diagnosed prenatally, they look for whether or not you're meeting typical milestones in development. So that's what SMA is in general. Right now, there are 3 FDA approved treatments for SMA. I'm on one of them, which is called Spinraza. And for funsies, we call it Get Lit Juice because it's done so much for me in terms of where I'm at with my condition. And before starting treatment, I was super weak, like barely able to pick up my phone anymore, barely able to like finish my day without being exhausted. And then after Get Lit Juice, I can continue doing all the fun things I was doing before, um, with just a little bit more energy and stamina.
We have a question from Leaks.
Okay.
Leaks wants to know. It's a very serious question. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
He wants to know, did you get that fireman's number?
No, I did not. I did not get the fireman's number.
And he has dinosaurs dancing to the term lit juice for you.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Does anyone have any questions for Azza? You can ask and we'll get to them.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I was watching your stream the other day and it was with your friend Lacey, I think was the name, right?
Yes.
And she said, I've learned that being friend with you looks differently than like with someone else. What does she mean by that?
Honestly, what she just means by that is that being my friend is more than just like, I guess, the traditional sense of being a friend. It's being my friend plus doing things for me, getting my cup of water, feeding me if I'm hungry, um, doing something medical for me if no one else is around, um, whatever, meaning about my wheelchair, meaning about whatever, things that like you wouldn't traditionally do with an able-bodied person. So it's just like all the same things of friendship plus a little bit more, which in a way is kind of beautiful because like the first time me and Lacey met in person, she was not afraid to like do anything for me. If I was like, "Hey, can you get that for me?" She'd be like, "Yeah." And if I could share a little story, I think it's one of the funniest stories that we have. Um, we went to Medieval Times, which is a dinner and a show thing in Dallas, and she got wasted at the show. We were having so much fun. We were screaming for the nights.
Screaming.
We were just having we were having a blast.
Leak says you're a bragger, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bragger. Sorry, I'm just kidding. And we left. It was within walking distance of the hotel, but there was no sidewalks to get back to or from. So we were just rolling on the street, on the side, obviously. Lacey is drunk. She pulls out her phone. She turns on the flashlight. She's screaming at the cars that are going by. Don't get close to Maylin. Get away. There's a wheelchair passing. We're walking here. You know, she's just going off. She's popping off. She's like, Asa, go this way. Asa, go this way. Over here. I'm lighting the way for you. You know, and it was so sweet. And I was just like, yeah, you know, this person isn't afraid of my friendship and everything that it might include, you know. Whereas, like, with an able-bodied person, you can just walk on the grass, you know, you can take a different way, you can hop in an Uber. But for me, we just had to walk on the street to get back to the hotel and scream at everyone that was driving past, you know? So
I love that. That sounds like something I would so totally like dramatically do and have a great time. Like I love that for you, and I love so much that you have her.
Oh yeah, Lacey's my best.
Oh my god, the noise! I don't know. We're celebrating. Thank you.
Yeah, yay, noise.
I think every time someone likes or does something, I think my camera. Oh, there it goes. I think every time likes or does something, the I'm using a new application so that I could stream Discord, so we could have me and Asa together. And I haven't. Div subbed. Oh, that's what happened. Thanks, Div. But the whatever thing this is, every time someone does something, it's like, and I'm like, oh god, hello, hello, is it you? So, but we're just calling that the celebration of Asa noise, is what we're calling it. Yay! No, but I love that you have her, and I love that you have such great people in your life that help you with those things. It's really just amazing and wonderful, and like you kick my ass in video games, so like, girl. I am so glad I just randomly one day stopped by and joined the VC and met Asa.
Me too. I'm so happy to have met you.
My life has changed so much for the better. Absolutely.
That same weekend, we were at Dallas together. I was with my ex at the time, and Lacey, and Lacey and I bought like this giant cookie for us. I was like craving sweets, and my ex wanted to like leave to go look at something. I don't know, and he goes, "Is it okay if I leave you with her?" And like he's like, "Can you take care of Asa?" And she's like preparing the cookie to feed it to me. She dead ass looks at him and goes, "I don't need you here." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
I don't need help with this. I can handle this. Thanks.
Yeah, I can take care of Asa too.
I love that. You have such amazing people in your life. Honestly.
I do. I'm very grateful.
So where's your favorite place that you've gone to in all of your travels?
In all of my travels, big fan of Washington, D.C.
How so?
It's like perfect for me. It's full of museums. It's very wheelchair friendly. It's got a lot of cool stuff to visit. The architecture is gorgeous. It's just a really fun place. I love Washington, D.C. And then other than that, I think I love Chicago, which is weird. Everyone is like weird about Chicago. Oh, it's so dangerous. So this, so that. What the fuck ever, dude. There's great pizza.
Well, I'm going to risk it all for a Chicago pizza. Absolutely.
I'm going to risk it all for pizza and the ratatouille ride.
The Chicago pizza, that's the thick ones, right?
Yeah, deep dish with the sauce on top of the cheese.
It's not my style of pizza, bro. I'm not
It's
risking it all for
okay.
Chicago pizza.
That's okay. That's okay. I respect that. We can risk it all for New York style pizza.
Oh,
You
that
like
thin
that?
crust pizza. New York is a nice.
You,
I always
yeah.
liked going to New York to see Broadway shows and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Were very good.
Mm-hmm.
DC
Mm-hmm.
wasn't far from where DC was pretty close to my hood back when I lived
Mm-hmm.
over there. It was like 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
away. I went
Mm-hmm.
a few times. I really, yeah, it's a nice place. Is it one of the most accessible places you've been?
Um, it's up there. It's like top three. The most accessible city I've ever been to, hands down, is Chicago.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
there's there's an accessible Uber available anytime of any day, and I think that able-bodied people take that for granted because able-bodied people can just call an Uber whenever they need it and go. That's not the case for us at all.
No, that's fair.
There's only 6 cities, I think, that have mandated for the city to have wheelchair accessible Ubers as well in the fleet.
Only 6.
Yeah.
That's kind of
New York City,
yeah.
Washington, D.C., Chicago, somewhere in Texas, LA. Yeah, somewhere in Texas, LA, and I can't remember the sixth one. But yeah, only 6, which is insane.
No, that's kind of crappy.
Not even Miami, and I live in Miami.
Miami, I love Miami. I'm gonna live with you. Maybe I'll get a little
Yeah,
tanner, a little color back
yeah,
on my face. Oh, hi,
yeah, we're gonna live in Japan.
Lucy. Lucy
Hi,
lives in DC.
nice. Shout out to DC. I love it.
DC's a nice place, yeah, for sure.
hmm
Was there
hmm
anywhere you went that you were like, "Oh my god, this place is horrible for me to try to get around"?
Mm, um, I mean, yeah, but it wasn't in the States. I don't know if that counts.
In the States?
Not in the
Not
States.
in the States. Yeah,
Yeah,
where'd you go?
my my home country, Cuba. Dog shit for getting around. It's the worst. There's no disabled infrastructure. There's no nothing in Cuba. It's just crap. I love my people and I love my family, but the government obviously doesn't have any concept of what a successful citizenship is or anything. And everything in Cuba is just like completely destroyed,
Mm.
pretty much. Mm.
Well, it's good to see you too, Lucy. We're running a stream for Aza and her charity Cure SMA because as I had the hashtag for the kids and it was really cute the other day and I loved it. Absolutely loved it so much. It was adorable. Cure SMA, that's what we're working for. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna I mean, man, I wish we could cure it in like a day, fix everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what like everyone wants, but at the same time, I think that a lot of what QSMA wants to do, but specifically a lot of what I want to do, um, is not only work towards making the SMA experience easier for everyone that comes afterwards, but as a whole, just teaching people how to be more tolerant and accepting of people that just have different needs and look a little bit different than you or anybody else.
And what are some
Because
of
like,
the big things you wish people knew about how to be friends or better around disabled people since we are able bodied?
um, I mean, there's lots of it. There's something in every facet of life. I think.
It's true.
but I think if we started to think a little bit more about how you can help one another instead of just like me all the time, it would help so much. Like people don't understand. Um, we need accessible transportation everywhere. Public transportation, private transportation. We need accessible airplanes. When I travel in an airplane, I can't stay in my wheelchair. I have to get out of it. And it's so uncomfortable to be in a seat that's not built for you for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. You know, we need better healthcare coverage. We need more rights. Like, I can't make more than $2,000 a month without losing my healthcare, which is insane because I need healthcare all the time. Obviously, I have medical needs, and just for making more than $2,000, the government's like, well, you're not disabled anymore. Figure it out, you know? um, and it's just everything from the smallest to the biggest things we're affected by it somehow. And the more we talk about it, the more we can change it.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in that. Open dialogue is what will change the world,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
pretending it's not there or not like stepping aside of it. Like nothing's ever going to change for the better for anyone if we don't actually talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Div agrees. Those rules for healthcare are so stupid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's really just built to make us stay in poverty, I guess. Because, like, you can't make more than $2,000 a month. Social Security only gives us max $900. What are we going to do with that? We can't even pay fucking rent anywhere with $900, you know? No less food, other expenses, just things to get by day to day. So it's like, to the government, we need to be completely poor or entirely rich and then just pay for everything ourselves, which is insane.
It's almost like they're hindering you from becoming productive members of society.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Because in order for you to be able to get the stuff that you need to live, you can't have a job, like a really good one, to become an even to contribute. Not that contributing to society is like a measure of worth,
no.
but you get what I'm saying. Like they're
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah. No, I know
hindering
what you
you
mean.
from growing and developing as a person.
Exactly. And then you have a lot of people who feel like um, the disabled community is like a nuisance to the taxpayer dollar and our money as an individual. But okay, if we're not gonna use our taxpayer dollar to help those in need, then you need to let those in need be able to provide for themselves and let them be successful. Because then otherwise we're just in the same situation,
Because
you know?
it's not like going without healthcare is an option for you.
Hmm. Exactly. Like Spinoza, the treatment that I'm on, each dose costs $125,000. There's no way I could pay for that. Even like with a private deductible insurance policy, whatever, what have you. It's just inconceivable.
$125,000.
Hmm.
How long does
Hmm.
one dose last?
It's every dose is every 4 months. So
$1 million in 4 treatments. Holy. Oh my
yeah.
God, you're worth so much, girl.
Well, no, in 4 treatments, it's just about 500K, $125,000. Because right now I'm on dose number 18. And when I did the math, I was like worth $2 million, 2.2,
Shoo,
which is
girl.
insane. Yeah.
And that's just
But,
with those
you know,
doses, not everything else that goes with it, too.
exactly. And it's something that could obviously maintain my quality of life for the rest of my life. So why wouldn't it be something like critical and something that you would want to provide
Right.
for someone in need?
Right. And
Mm.
you can't just write a check on $2,000 a
Mm.
month?
No.
Can't just write the check on
Unfortunately, I
that?
can't. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could, but no.
Holy crap.
Mhm.
Leaks wants to know if after you pay that bill, they spin the iPad around and ask you for a tip.
Yeah, they're like, please tip the doctor. 18, 20, 25%.
That's when we hit custom, and then we put in
Yeah,
whatever we want there.
0.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. I guess, like, I never
Yeah.
think about what some of those things cost. Like, I know some of my medical care because, I mean, it's nothing
Mm,
major. I have scoliosis, right? But my medical care,
mm,
some of it was expensive. I can't even imagine if
mhm.
I needed, like, some of the things that some disabled people need. Like, that's just unfair right out the gate.
Yeah, exactly. There's no doubt about it.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm just trying to fathom that much money. Just like see, I think if I just saw a bill that was that
Mm,
expensive, I might pass out.
yeah.
Like I'd immediately just go down. I'd be like, holy fuck. Good
Dude,
lord.
one time recently, not with my last dose, but the one before, yeah, so like last year, I got a letter to my email that I owed $1 million. And I'm like, you're fucking crazy. You're out of your mind right now.
Let me just get my checkbook out for that 1 million
Yeah.
real quick. Hold on.
I immediately called my my person in charge of like Spinraza, my coordinator person. I was like, hey, ma'am, what is this? And she's like, oh, it's a mistake. Don't worry about it. Everything's covered for you. And I'm like, yeah, it better be. I don't have $1 million.
Guess we're gonna be doing a lot of streams for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Leaks is in an ad for cat food. Because I have ads.
What?
I have ads,
Oh,
right? So right now he's watching an ad for cat
oh my
food.
God.
He thinks it's
That's so
because we're
funny.
talking about cats. The
That's hilarious.
cats that never showed up. Here I thought
Wow.
the stars of the show would arrive at some point, but I think they're in bed.
For real.
I think they're
Hmm.
in bed. Do you have pets?
I do have 2 cats, Sugar and Spice.
Oh, and everything nice. Are
Yes.
you Chemical X?
No, I'm everything nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There's like Chemical
sugar,
X, and
spice,
you
and
have the
everything
Powerpuff Girls.
nice. Yep.
Absolutely. So, like, what's your favorite thing to do? Is it like go to concerts, or is it go to see movies? What is your favorite like hobby thing to do?
Going to concerts.
Ooh, what
If
kind
I
of
could only
concerts?
spend, if I could only spend money on one thing for the rest of my life, it would be concert tickets. I love going to concerts. I don't care what genre. I don't care what artist, anything. I'll go. I'll be there.
Leek says it's obviously to watch movies with your best friend Leeks. Except you didn't come watch Frank with us.
Yeah, leaks. Now we need to
Yeah.
watch it again, which I'm
Frank
happy to watch
was,
it again.
which we would love to. Oh, he made a sad face.
Yeah,
Don't be sad, Leeks.
you know we're just teasing you.
We're just teasing. So, what was your favorite
Yes.
concert?
Um, favorite concert was Fall Out Boy in Chicago.
Ooh, Fall Out Boy.
In Wrigley Field. So it was extra badass.
I've only been to one concert. I went to Chris Daughtry concert, and Lifehouse opened for him. So overall, it was really good. I almost touched the lead singer of Lifehouse, not like in a creepy way, but like he like came up the aisle, and my grandma was like, "Get out there, get out there!" My grandma's like shoving me past people, like, "Go high five him!" And I was like, "Oh my god, grandma, calm down," because my grandma's like 4'9", 4'10". She's so short, and she's like shoving me past people like a linebacker. Yeah. It was so much fun, but Chris Daughtry puts on a hell of a show. He's really good. He's just as good live. What did Vanita say? Going to an Echo and the Bunnyman concert in May with my dad. I don't know what that is, but that sounds like fun. Does he wear a bunny suit? Because it says Bunnyman. See, those are the important questions, right?
For real, it is the important question.
For real, what is the bunny suit? Yeah. Well, what does he say? I've only been to Toy Story on Ice. Oh, and Tim McGraw. Toy Story. I love Disney on Ice. Disney on Ice is a great show. It really is.
It is a great show.
I haven't gotten to see
I love everything.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I haven't gotten to see Disney on Ice since they added Moana, and now I really want to go because Moana is like my entire heart and soul.
But you don't like Shiny.
I don't like Shiny. I don't. That's the only song in that movie I don't like. I don't know.
I
don't know what is wrong with you people for loving it so much. It's horrible. It's a horrible song.
It's a fun song about liking materialistic possessions.
Maybe I think for me, I don't like the whole mind blank. I don't like the tempo of it and the melody of it, and I just don't like the overall feel of the song. But
how much of a Disney nerd are you?
Me?
On a scale of 1 to 10, yeah.
Okay, so I fidget a lot. It's just who I am. I have ADHD. But let's see. I would say if we exclude recent, I'm a big Disney nerd because I haven't seen the last like 5 or 6 Disney movies. But before that, I would say that I'm a pretty big nerd.
Okay. Then how do you feel about the theory that Tamatoa is Ursula from The Little Mermaid, just reincarnated in a different being or whatever?
Tamatoa?
Yeah.
Which
the shiny crab.
The
shiny
is
crab.
Ursula.
from Moana. Yeah.
I didn't know that was his name.
Wow, you don't even know his name.
No, I hate his character. That's not. Raxner says,
why do you hate him?
Just remember Disney Channel movie Brink is the best movie ever.
What the? I mean, that's a pretty cool take.
That's a good take. Nice. Bobby wants to know what your favorite Disney movie is, Azza.
Bobby, you know what it is, silly boy. It's The Little Mermaid.
I love The Little Mermaid.
I have 4 shelves dedicated to Little Mermaid shit.
No! Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah.
My favorite is Moana, but I also have a soft spot for Lilo and Stitch because I love how chaotic Stitch is. He's just, I have so much Stitch shit in my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I do like that movie.
I have a Christmas Stitch and I have a Halloween Stitch. I have so many of them in this big, hold on. The birthday present I got last year. My big fuzzy blanket with Stitch on it.
That's so cute.
That I usually wear when I game because it gets a little cold in here. But yeah, I am a Stitch. I love his chaos because I am chaotic as fuck. So I love how chaotic he is.
Funny thing about Lilo and Stitch, I watch it semi-regularly. I swear to God, every time I watch it, I'll hear my mom in the background talking to like my stepfather going, yeah, she's watching Lilo and Stitch. I guess she's trying to feel like in peace with her childhood again. I don't know what's wrong with her.
my Disney movie that I watch on repeat a lot is Emperor's New Groove. Because it's just something about everything in that fucking movie. I am like howling and I love it so much. Yeah. Bobby wants to know if we can see your Ariel collection. And Lee wants you to know his favorite movie is Ratatouille. And he constantly rewatches stuff as well.
Yes, yes. I can attempt to turn my wheelchair on and rotate slightly so I can show you the shelves because I sit next to them anyways. So give me a few minutes to try. But yeah, Disney movies that I watch frequently, like on cycle, Hercules. I watch it all the time.
I can go the distance.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I also watch all the time. Monsters Inc. I watch it frequently. Yeah. It's just very comforting. I don't know.
One of my coworkers has a Mike Wazowski car. She has one of those like it's a smaller car and it's painted bright green, so she got a Mike Wazowski decal put on the side of it. But she has it like kind of covering it up, and it's like, look, I was
on a car. That's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, Leaks, you're right. Big Hero 6. I love that movie so much.
I can't watch Big Hero. I love the movie. I just can't watch it frequently because I think the brother dying is so fucking sad.
Dude, that's one of my saddest Disney deaths was Tadashi in that movie. It like wrecked me. But like the robot, when he does like the fist, he's like, blah, 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 blah. Like I absolutely love him so much. Hi, Gloop.
Gloopy.
Gloopy's here. We're talking about our favorite Disney movies.
Gloopy. What's another Disney movie I watched the fuck out of? Ariel, The Little Mermaid, obviously.
Leaks is gonna leave because Gloop has arrived.
No, Leaks, stay. Why are you fighting with Gloop?
Gloop likes Tangled. That's her favorite one.
Okay, I saw that one with Bobby just the other night.
Tangled?
We watched Tangled.
When I was in high school, I babysat these kids. They were, oh my God, what were they at that time? One was 3 and one was 6 months. I would babysit them every day in the summer when I wasn't at my summer job.
Okay.
We would watch Tangled every day because that was the only way to get her down for a nap. Every day. You have to put her in her Tangled dress and we have to brush her hair to the opening song and then lay her in bed and then watch the movie, and she's out by like the 3rd song. Every day it's a routine. She's like, so my funny. Tangled dress, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting there. Hold on. And then we would just watch Tangled every day.
That's so funny.
Ooh, I do need to see Encanto.
Dude, when Encanto came out on Disney Plus, I had family over at the time. It was during Christmas. I watched that movie 6 times in 2 weeks. I still love it.
I'm afraid to because I have some people who have had family issues, and they're like, "Don't watch it. You will cry." So I'm like, "Oh no, oh boy, I don't know." But I do want to see it because I do like some of the music from it, and I want to see it, but maybe one day. I'm like so far behind.
Yeah, girl. Have you even seen fuck, what's that movie called? I love it a lot. Um, Onward. Have you seen Onward?
No, like that's how far behind I am.
Oh my god.
I know. Girl,
I'm
I
gonna
need to
choke.
get better,
I'm
obviously.
gonna I'm gonna choke and die because you haven't seen
No,
Onward.
no, stop. Don't.
I love Onward. It's such a great movie.
I am. Leek says, "Oh, he's always been a little bit behind." Oh yeah, Coco is such a good movie. I love Coco.
Coco makes me cry every time.
I love that movie so much. It's so
Mm.
good. There's gonna be a Moana 2. That's gonna be
In
fan
November. In
in November.
November.
In November, I'm so excited because Moana is my favorite.
Yeah.
I do really like the way Disney has gone recently, though, with their movies, and it's been a lot less of this big, scary bad guy and more of like a, hey, it's okay that you've had some of these things happen to you. It's just human and natural, and here's how we can get through this together. And I've been really liking some of that in their movies. I think it's going to help some kids with their mental health long term because it's teaching them that like it's not always a big bad villain and it's okay to stand up for what you need to and have your boundaries and take care of yourself.
Yeah. For me, what I like about, I guess, Pixar movies in specific, the more like recent Pixar movies are so abstract. They're like about abstract concepts and feelings and thoughts.
Yes.
Not so much about like this character or that character or this villain or this hero, but more of a complexity of things. And I think that's so neat.
Vanitas is talking about Soul. I haven't
Yeah.
seen
So,
Soul, but I hear it's really
oh,
good.
girl,
Are you making a
what are you
mental
doing?
list of movies we're watching?
Yes, we need to marathon some movies.
Disney
'Cause
marathon. I'll bring my
we're
fuzzy
doing
blanket.
it. We're doing it on a Sunday too,
Okay,
whenever you're off, so everyone can come.
perfect.
Yeah.
Leek says a rat cooking, meaning like that's like the most important thing to her. I think I've only seen Ratatouille like one time.
I've seen Ratatouille a bunch of times. I watched it recently too.
I made Ratatouille once, I think, in one of the kitchens I worked at.
Mhm.
It was an interesting experience because all I could think of, I didn't even realize it was a dish. I only thought it was a Disney movie. And then they were like, no, Athena, it's actually something people cook. Now we're going to make you cook it. I was like,
Uh,
okay.
They're like, oh, cool.
Leek says Ratatouille was the first movie he downloaded on his video iPod way back in the day. Oh my God, do you
That's
remember those
wild.
iPods? I have an iPod. I don't know where it is, but I have one that I do use sometimes. The
That's wild.
iPod mini, like the little blue
Yeah, yeah,
one. Yeah, I still
yeah.
have it here. And
Wow.
I don't like change. It's very hard for me to let it go because it has some of those very, very illegal downloads you get off of some of those sites that don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
And like some of those
yeah.
mixes and things that just aren't on the internet
Mm,
anywhere. And I know they're on my little
mm,
iPod. And I'm like,
mm.
don't ever die on me because this is straight fire.
Well, you need to upload it somewhere, Athena.
Yeah,
I can't live in there forever.
you're asking me like I'm the queen of technology.
Um,
I have something happen to my stream every day. Except today though, it seems to be going well.
it's because I'm here.
Jazz is here
See?
and everything's so much better. Yes.
Oh.
I like that red shirt on you though. Is that your favorite color? Red?
No, it's actually yellow, but
Yellow?
I get complimented on the red all the time. Everyone tells me red is my color.
Well, it goes very well with your skin tone.
Thank you.
Yes. And what's
I do
the
like red.
what's the tattoo on this arm, I guess it would be.
It's a flower bouquet of August flowers. My mom was born in August, so that one's for her.
I have a tattoo, and it's on my ankle. It's
What is it?
of a moon with a cobweb.
Ooh,
Yeah.
mysterious.
No, so like so
Spooky.
it was I was very stupid. There was this boy, there was a boy, okay, and I was like, I'm gonna woo this boy, and he was like, I'm gonna go tomorrow to get he's like, I'm gonna go tomorrow to get this tattoo at this Friday the 13th thing, and I was like, oh, I love tattoos, I'm so in. And I waited with him all day in line for the tattoos, and I got the only one that I liked, because turns out Athena learned that day that Friday the 13th deal tattoos aren't normally the pretty tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a moon with a cobweb on my ankle. It's beautiful. Fantastic. And
Is
maybe
that your
one
only
day,
tattoo?
for now, I have one planned that's
Okay.
going to be my entire back.
Okay, yeah, you told me about that
Yeah,
one.
I have that one. I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking about doing some kind of like maybe a sleeve. I don't know yet, but like with symbols and things from books and video games that have really helped me in my mental health journey get through a lot of the things
Mm-hmm.
that I've been through and have
Okay.
overcome. Like everyone has things, right? Everyone has like a line from a book or something that has resonated with them and helped them keep going. I have
Mm-hmm.
quite a few of those that have pinpointed and helped me in a lot of moments over the years. And I'm thinking about getting a sleeve of that. Maybe let's get the
Mm-hmm.
back one first and see how we dig in that
Okay.
before we mark up the rest of me. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So is that your only tattoo?
I have 8 tattoos.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me more.
I have okay, let's just go in order of oldest to newest. I have an infinity symbol that says VAC camp, VACC camp. And that's something that I attended since I was 4. And it was for children with respiratory illnesses. Um, and to me, it was special because at camp, they just showed us that we can do whatever the fuck we wanted, just like everybody else, no matter what, no matter how much equipment or medical needs we had. So obviously, that's very critical to who I am as a person because I still do whatever the fuck I want.
You sure do. And
Even
I love that about you so much.
yeah, even as a disabled person, I've never thought like, oh hey, maybe I shouldn't do that because I'm disabled. I'm like, I'm gonna do that, and I'll figure the rest of it out later. That's my function.
It's a good way
Um,
to function.
yeah. After that, I got my white mage tattoo. I have it on my wrist here. Just a tiny thing because I played Final Fantasy. I've been playing the Final Fantasy for 8 years, and thanks to Final Fantasy, I got to meet my best friend Lacey.
Oh, is that where you guys met?
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh my god, I love that.
Mm-hmm. And the game has just given me a lot of like special people, obviously yourself included. So,
Stop, you're gonna make me ink.
so I got the white mage, and then I got another tattoo on my opposite wrist. It says Battleborn, which obviously is who I am as a person as well. But it's a Killers song and album by the Killers, one of my favorite bands. Um, then I have a sun because I feel like a lot of people describe me as being like the sunshine in their life, and that's what I like to be for others. Just this light that encourages everyone that it's gonna be okay. So I like the sun a lot. Let's see what else I have. I got the flower bouquet from my mom. I have a moon on the opposite arm to balance out with the sun, because sometimes you need darkness as well.
Your
I
moon
have a
can match
cow.
my moon.
Yes, yes, I can. I have a baby cow with a cowboy hat.
I love it.
Me, Lacey, and Kelly, one of our other friends, we all have the same tattoo of the cow with the cowboy hat.
It's Leeks' favorite.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what he
a
says.
really good one. It's really cute. It's Lisa's favorite because it's a cowboy. And then my most recent one is a baby elephant with a mommy elephant, and their trunks are tied together with a little heart.
Stop.
Yeah, me and my mom got that in December in Mexico. So yeah, that's everything for now.
For now, what are some new ones you want to get? Do you have any planned?
Yeah, I want to get. Have you ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes, I love that movie.
Okay. I want to get Howl as a boy when he's eating calcifer, like swallowing him. Yeah,
My
that's a beautiful, beautiful scene.
my favorite scene in that movie is probably one of my favorite in almost any anime thing ever I watched. It's when Hal comes home and he sits down in front of the fireplace and he literally just like melts. And I'm like, that is such a dramatic mood. And I'm like, same, buddy, same. And I love that scene so fucking much.
Yeah, I do like that scene too. Me and Lacey always quote what comes shortly after that when his hair gets dyed a different color than he wanted. And he's like, what's the point of living if I can't be beautiful?
Right.
We quote that shit all the time.
What is the point? That reminds me of the one scene from True Blood where Eric Northman has like his foils in his hair, right? And then he killed somebody. And he's like walking up to Sookie and is like, is there blood in my foils? Is my hair ruined? What's the point? Like it gives the same energy as that clip so much. That tattoo would be great.
Yeah, I love it. I was thinking of like where I have my cow making like I guess not an arm sleeve, but a leg sleeve of just cartoony type tattoos because my cow is very cute, very cartoony, and how would look nice next to her. Let's see what else was in the plans.
Hello, new friend.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome. Go ahead.
I need a Fall Out Boy tattoo because Fall Out Boy is my favorite band, and I just haven't been able to commit to like one idea because I like them so much. You know, it's hard to pick like one lyric or one concept art or whatever.
Okay, so somebody named Dark Me with 3 E's and an H says, guess who this is? Do you know who that is?
Guess who this is? Nope, I don't.
I have no idea. Hi.
You need to give us more of a clue than that.
Yeah, we need more of a clue than that. Leek says it's dark. It's obviously dark. We played Hangman together, right?
Oh, it's dark. It's dark. Dude, Leeks are so smart. Leeks nailed it.
Nailed it. Hangman, like the guess a letter hangman?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Leeks, Dark, and we played Hangman. And it was really funny.
Oh, hi, Dark. Welcome. We're here talking with Asa.
Yay!
But were there any other tattoos you were thinking of?
Uh,
I know.
I mean, I've been joking around with the gang because we're going to Austin in June for conference. All of us, we're all going together. So I'm like, okay, what's the Austin tattoo gonna be? So we can all get it.
I know, like in my sleeve, I know I want to get like something from Xena because clearly she's my inspiration for everything in life. She's all over my stuff everywhere. I want to get something from the Throne of Glass book series because that book series gets me through everything. And 90% of the statuses I post on Discord are from that book. And I love it so much. If anyone has ever read Sarah J. Maas's novels, she is so good at making everyone realize that not a single person is small. Every character matters. And everybody matters no matter what. And there are different ways to be strong, and there's different ways to get through things that you've been through. And she highlights that, and I really like that about her writing. And she teaches you how to be strong no matter what. And the book just touches my. Every time I feel sad, I have to reread it and remember, like, I'm a bad bitch in there, obviously. So I would probably get a few from there. I would definitely get something from Crisis Core because we all know I'm a Zach Fair simp. 100% through and through, all the way. Yeah. And Kingdom Hearts. Always Kingdom Hearts.
That's your favorite thing.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's why you named your cats. Yeah.
When I was little, my parents were divorced, and I only got to see my dad on Wednesdays and every other weekend. And my dad's house was one of my safest places to be. And when I would go there, Dad and I would play Kingdom Hearts on repeat for hours. We probably played that game through like 20 times a pop, for the first one and the second one, nonstop. We always played together and everything. So like, even to this day, even if some of the games haven't lived up to what it is, it always has a special place in my heart because it brings that sense of warmth and safety and security to my life. And it's just this warm, fuzzy feeling that I love having around.
Yeah.
And I have Kingdom Hearts kitties probably on the other side of that wall in my bed.
For sure.
Probably.
They should come in here, but no.
I know. I don't know what they're doing. They are never gone this long. I think they know the camera's on. I don't know what's up.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I have no idea where mine Axel has gone. You did get to see him though.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I got a sneak peek.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
Dark says I know him too. I feel terrible, but oh, is this Dark Slayer?
Yeah, Dark Slayer.
Dark Slayer? Oh my god, I accidentally made fun of his accent.
Oh.
He said something in the voice chat the other day, and I repeated it back because I thought the accent was adorable, and he was like, "Is that what I sound like?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't mean it quite like that."
What thing that?
Yeah, I know, I'm the worst. I'm the literal worst. Oh, now Dark has a sad face.
We love you, Dark.
We love you, Dark.
I think you sound cool.
You're the best lurker ever.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Any other questions in the chat? Any other burning questions?
Anyone have anything they want to ask Azalea?
Yeah.
If not, do you have another story you'd like to share?
I mean, I'm full of stories. I can tell you stories for the rest of the week.
I am always here. I think we could hear another one. Something near and dear to your heart.
Something near and dear to my heart. Well,
Leaks wants to know
I
what phone
think
you have.
I have an iPhone 14, like Final Fantasy 14. What about you, Leaks?
I have an Android with a cracked screen. On my first trip to Vegas last year, I got off the plane. It was great. And dropped my phone. And I now have a crack down the center of the screen, which is why every time I'm messaging you on my phone, there's so many typos because the phone is no longer like calibrated properly. It just does what it wants sometimes. And I'm like, well, shit, we in it.
Yeah.
Leaks has an XR with a crack in the corner.
Okay.
And Darkslayer has an Android with a cracked screen as well.
Leaks, I have another question for you. What is your phone wallpaper? Huh?
Ooh.
What is it? That's a great question. What do you have as your phone wallpaper too?
I have two different ones. I have one on my lock screen and I have one on my main screen. Okay.
Yeah, what's on your lock screen?
I have. Okay, let me clear off the notifications off of it before we get judgmental here. On my regular phone screen, I have Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
And then on my lock screen, Zack Fair.
All right.
Zack Fair from Crisis Core.
Yeah.
Lucy, we're doing a stream for the charity Cure SMA, which raises money for research and things for spinal muscular atrophy, which is what Azalea has, and she's here representing. That's what we're doing. Leaks.
Good job, Athena.
I'm doing my best, and I've only stuttered like twice, so we're doing our best.
You're a natural podcaster.
Am I? Oh God.
Yeah.
Leak says his are silhouetted palm trees with a pink and blue sky.
Oh, cute. I like that.
Mine is Zack Fair, shockingly. And it has been Zack Fair since my first phone in like 2007. Ooh, Leaks is gonna slide into your DMs with a picture of his background.
Nice. Can't wait to see it. I might update mine. I have right now the tattoo that I would like to get, which is how baby Howell holding Calcifer in his hands. But I might update that to Howell and Sophie. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Before I had my melody as my lock screen. Yeah. Oh, there's a DM. I can't check it now though. We're chatting. I'll look at it in a few minutes when we're done. Okay, so a story, right?
Right, story time.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I on my Facebook profile, I have a quote from a Fall Out Boy song, and I've kept it on my Facebook forever. I'm never gonna get rid of it. It's there forever because I think it's so me. And the quote says, "I've lived so much life. I think God is gonna have to kill me twice." And I feel that so spiritually, so emotionally, because I've had so many experiences in such a short time, good and bad. um, but okay, let's talk about. Let's talk about New York. I went to New York a year and a half ago, and I went to visit Kelly, who is one of my best friends. We met recently at a conference. I never knew her before. Kelly's from Ohio and she has SMA. And the story of us meeting just to go over it briefly, we were in LA in Disneyland for conference, and I was hanging out with one of my other friends, Lexi, and I just see Kelly shyly next to Lexi, like the first day, didn't say hello to me, was very timid, very shy, and so like the first day I didn't make a big deal on it. The second day, again, she's very shy, doesn't greet me, doesn't approach me, but she's hanging out with Lexi. And I'm like, if she's hanging out with Lexi, then she must be cool, right? By association. So Friday night, we were there Thursday, and then Friday night, it's the evening hours where we get to just socialize. You know, all the presentations are done. We get to hang out and just meet and greet, chit chat, whatever. Lacey's with me. I go, Lacey, who do we go up and talk to? And Lacey, being as supportive as she is, she's like, just do your thing. Just do your thing as a, you always know who to gravitate to and how to start a conversation with people. So just do your thing. And I was like, okay. So I go around the room a little bit, and eventually I end up at Kelly. I'm like, I'm gonna make this girl talk to me. It's been 2 days. And I just strike up conversation about whatever, um, as one does. We chit chat and we become best friends in like 4 hours. The rest is history. But Kelly lives in New York. So I'm like, Kelly, I really want to go up and see you. Let's make it an event. Let's make it a weekend. So I go and I have all this stuff planned. We have a concert to go to. We're trying to do Broadway. We're trying to do the Statue of Liberty. Things that she's never done before, despite being with her boyfriend, who is from New York and has lived there his whole life. He has never been to New York City. So this is going to be like a new thing for all of us. And we're going to go to New York City. We're all the way out in the boonies. We're pretty much in New Jersey. We're very far away. And we got to get on the bus. I looked up the route to get there, obviously. And I'm like, oh, we have to get on this bus, and it should take us straight there. Cool, perfect. We're at the bus stop. Um, Fine, normal. I'm used to it, right? It's not my first rodeo. The bus arrives. Um, it's kind of like a Greyhound bus, not like a traditional public bus. The guy has never seen a person in a wheelchair in his life. He's shitting his pants. He doesn't know what the fuck he has to do. He doesn't know how to work the ramp. He doesn't know anything, right? But too bad, that's his job, right? Like he has to transport us. He has to bust out the manual if he has to and figure it out. So he's getting the ramp down. I look over at Kelly. She's having a panic attack. He's crying. And I'm like, Kelly, what's wrong? She's like, I've never been on the bus before. And I'm like, Kelly, it's fine. What do you mean? What are you upset about? It's just a bus. Thousands of people ride the bus every day to go to work, to go to school. It's gonna be fine. And she's like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how to get on the bus. And I'm like, Kelly, it's fine. I'm gonna get on first. You just have to copy what I do. It's no big deal. You just drive the wheelchair. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna watch you. And I'm like, all right, fine. You know what? It's gonna be totally cool. We're gonna get to New York City. I'm like, Kelly, level with me. What's the worst that can happen? And she's like, we crash and die. The bus rolls over and we die. And I'm like, yeah, that would be the worst thing that can happen. But the probability of that happening is so microscopically low. There's nothing to worry about. She's like, okay. So we get on the bus, both of us together. We get situated, we get comfortable. There's like a bunch of random New York people talking to us in a thick accent. Hey, where are you from? Where are you going, little lady? You know, just like being really friendly and nice. Um, and eventually we made it all the way to Times Square, and we had a blast. And that's a story especially for me because I like taking people out of their comfort zone. I think it's so important to teach people that there's so much out there to be enjoyed, even though you might be scared of it at first. Because I mean, like, I do it all the time. I don't even think about it. I'm just a doer, but I know not everyone's the same. So I'm glad that I can be like that person to hold their hand through a new experience and have a new memory with them, you know?
Yeah. I know, Rika. The sounds are just on the program I'm using today. I'll be going back to OBS when I'm not using my camera. I didn't know they were there. But no, Asa, you're absolutely right. Like, stepping outside our comfort zone is where we learn to grow, and it helps us become. I mean, look at me today. I am so outside my comfort zone. I've been telling her for a week, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do this. And she's like, oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. I'm having an aneurysm the entire time. It's fine.
24 hours before right now, she still goes, OMG, no, I don't think I can do it.
I was still saying that 3 hours ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But when we step outside of our comfort zone that we can stretch and grow and become bigger and better people and really find out what we're capable of, because you'll never find out what you're truly capable of if you don't go for it. And even if you fail sometimes, you still learn and you still grow. And you're like, I did not enjoy that. We are not doing that again. But that's still a growth, and that's still a development. That's still learning who you are and what you can do and where you can go. And as it forces people to do it, whether or not they want to. I was like yesterday. I was like, I'm dyeing my hair. I'm just gonna do something to not look a mess. I'm gonna try. Here we are. You've seen the fact that Athena makes 85. She's just as expressive in her face as she is in her voice. There's so many facial expressions in there. Sorry.
We love them. We love to see them clean.
I don't know. Sometimes one of my favorite facial expressions I make of myself is when I'll start to stutter, right? And it'll just be like, and I will literally go, "Whoa!" Literally, because I know it's happening. And my friends are like, "Oh, she broke." I was like, "Give me a moment. Let me breathe it in real quick here, please." Like, like when I'm at work and there's like people doing stupid shit, and I'm like Jim from The Office.
I do Jim from The Office so many fucking times during the day. I was just looking at this imaginary camera.
What the hell is happening here? And I have big eyes and a very expressive smile. So like my facial expressions are always like super animated. And I'm like, here we are. We're doing it, I guess. I don't know. And like all of my friends are always like, everything Athena is always thinking is written 100% on her face at all times. I'm like, You should have seen when we used to do D&D together. I would have my camera on because it was only like 4 of us. And I swear to God, those little shits would do whatever because I was the DM. They would do whatever they could to try and get my face to fucking crack. They would just send something my way and I'm like, hey, you all. See, Rika in the chat. It's Rika. They know. And they're saying us? No. Yes. You guys, they were always doing what they could to try and make me be like, you fucking shits. I hate you. But it was, my point is, Asa made me come out of my shell. I think it's going okay. I didn't die, I guess. So I guess
it's going great.
we did fantastic.
Yes, we did.
We did. And I think it's about time to wrap up. Is there anything else you wanted to share with anybody, Asa?
I just want to say, as our goodbye note, that I am so appreciative of all of you that have been here with me, not only during this project of mine, this advocacy effort, but also for the past couple of months. You guys are so special to me. Um, I went through a really tough year last year. In the beginning was excruciating. I was going through a breakup. I was going through a lifestyle change. I was going through a lot. And then by the fall, I was on my own and single and I guess starting over. And that's where I met Leaks and Gloop and Jaeger and everyone like that. And now you, Athena, and you guys' friendship has been so important to me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my life. And beyond that, if you want to teach people about SMA, that'd be wonderful. Again, the more that we talk about it and we discuss things that maybe are a little bit uncomfortable at first, the more we can be tolerant and accepting of all kinds of people. And that's what I'm all about. I love all of you. Thank you. Thank you for all of this.
For me, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. This is very important to me because Asa is very important to me. She's done so much for me. You can't even understand how much this girl means to me. I love her and I really want to support her. There is a link at the bottom of my page for Cure SMA if you wanted to help out. I'm really glad everyone is here. You guys are wonderful, fantastic. Literally, Asa's changed my life so much. I love her. So I just it's been a really rough time, and I couldn't have done anything without any of the people she has mentioned and Asa, and it's just very lucky, very fortunate, and we want to do what we can to help her, so please give us your fucking money, people. And
Money.
shmoneys. No, we're very glad you stopped by. I think this was a very fun session. I'm about ready to sign out here, but as I sign out, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, spread joy. We love you all, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
And we